There is a stillness behind your every experience, a silence that never began and will never end. This stillness is not empty. It is awareness itself. Everything you perceive, the sounds, the sensations, the thoughts that come and go like waves, all of them arise in this silent space. But this space does not change. It does not react. It simply observes. It is not touched by what it sees. This is not something far away, something to achieve. It is already here. It has always been here. It is what allows you to know that anything is happening at all. Before memory, before identity, before even the thought of I, there is this knowing, calm, effortless, undivided. Ramana Maharshi called this awareness. He did not speak of it as a concept or a philosophy. For him, awareness was not something you study. It is something you are. The true self is not found in thoughts or in forms or in emotions. All of these are temporary. But what is looking at them? That which sees without judgment, without effort, you. The mind tries to grasp this with ideas, with definitions, but awareness cannot be defined. It is not an object in the field of your vision. It is the field itself. You do not perceive awareness in the same way you perceive a tree or a face. Awareness is what makes perception possible. Without it, there is nothing. No experience, no world, no self-image. And yet this awareness has no agenda. It is not trying to fix, to improve, to become. It simply is. When you rest in it, something extraordinary happens. The striving dissolves. The anxiety of becoming disappears. You are no longer pulled into the drama of the mind. You are simply here, witnessing the dance of form, untouched by it. What you truly are is not in conflict with anything. Even your most turbulent thoughts, even your moments of fear, all are seen from this stillness, and in being seen, they lose their grip. Awareness does not push them away, nor does it cling to them. It is the open sky in which every weather pattern is allowed to pass. And so, the invitation is simple, not to become something, but to recognize what has always been watching, silently, without need or fear. That is the only truth.
The mind is movement. It builds stories, identities, futures. It labels and compares, always searching for something, or running from something else. It clings to duality, good and bad, right and wrong, success and failure. But in all its noise, one thing remains hidden from it: the truth of what you are. You are not what the mind says you are. You are not your past, not your name, nor your profession, nor your memories. These are garments worn for a time. What sees the mind? What watches the stream of thoughts rise and fall without being swept away? That watcher is not personal. It doesn't argue. It doesn't choose sides. It is silent, luminous presence, awareness itself. And the greatest secret is, it is always here, always available. You don't need to cultivate it. You only need to stop identifying with the voice in your head. When you look closely, you'll see the thinker is also a thought. I am this, I am that. These are only appearances in consciousness. What is prior to them? What remains when even the I thought dissolves? That is your real nature. Ramana Maharshi urged seekers to inquire not into knowledge, but into the one who knows. His path was direct. Ask yourself, who am I? Not to get an answer, but to dissolve the questioner. When the seeker disappears, only being remains, still, vast, untouched. This is not an experience you can possess. It is not a peak state. It is the ground beneath every experience, the space in which all things come and go. Even enlightenment as a concept belongs to the mind. But awareness does not seek to be enlightened. It simply is. When the mind is quiet, not forcibly silenced, but naturally settled, the beauty of the self shines through, not as something dramatic or extraordinary, but as pure intimacy with existence. You begin to notice the simple grace of being alive, the way the wind touches your skin, the rhythm of your breath, the stillness between thoughts. You don't need to change anything. You don't need to become anything. The sacred is not elsewhere. It is not waiting for you in some other lifetime. It is here, in the core of what you already are. When you let go of the compulsion to grasp, to define, to become, you sink into a deeper presence, and in that presence there is no lack, no need to add anything. There is only the quiet knowing, I am.
In the stillness of presence, something extraordinary becomes clear. There is a light that does not flicker, a peace that doesn't depend on circumstances, a joy that is not born from achievement. This light is you, before you called yourself by any name. Every moment you return to awareness, you return to yourself, not the person you think you are, the personality made of habits and history, but the silent witness that has always been here, watching it all unfold. This awareness was present when you were a child. It watched you grow. It observed every sorrow, every joy, every victory and loss. But it was never affected. It never aged. It never judged. It simply witnessed. And it is here now. When Ramana Maharshi said that awareness is the only truth, he was not speaking poetically. He was pointing to something direct, something you can verify in your own experience. Close your eyes. Notice what is present. Thoughts may come, emotions may stir, sensations may move, but you are the one noticing. You are not the content. You are the context. Not the cloud, but the sky. Not the wave, but the ocean. The world of form may dance endlessly, but the space in which it dances remains untouched. That space is what you are, and it is enough. You don't need to fix the world to find peace. You don't need to complete your story. You don't even need to be spiritual in the way the world defines it. You only need to be present, without effort, without resistance. No path is needed to reach what you already are. So sit, breathe, feel, observe, and know that this, right now, is the gateway to the infinite. No future attainment required. Awareness is the only truth. All else is passing shadow.